Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
A friend of mine sent me one of those internet lists that we all get in our emails from time to time. You know the ones, lists that often amuse and then are forgotten. Being a skeptic myself, I'm always suspicious of their authenticity. I remember many years ago on The Tonight Show when the late Johnny Carson would occasionally offer witticisms allegedly written by first-grade students at a Los Angeles area elementary school. They were hilarious. Every year or so, it seemed, a fresh batch would arrive from the same teacher at the same school, and Johnny would read them on the air. Cynical me believed that the teacher was real, but doubted that her 6-year-olds, year after year, were really that clever. I laughed along with everybody else, but I had my doubts that the little darlings were responsible. So I generally dismissed these lists, no matter their source, as a harmless, if less than honest, break in my day. But I enjoyed the newest such list in my email inbox and wanted to share it with you. It listed something called Paraprosdokians, which it defined as figures of speech in which the latter part of a phrase or sentence is unexpected and usually funny. Here are 17 of them that were sent to me. Where there's a will, I want to be in it. The last thing I want to do is hurt you, but it's still on my list. Since light travels faster than sound, some people appear bright until you hear them speak. If I agreed with you, we'd both be wrong. We never really grow up. We only learn how to act in public. War does not determine who's right, only who's left. Knowledge is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. To steal ideas from one person is plagiarism. To steal ideas from many is research. I didn't say it was your fault. I said I was blaming you. In filling out an application where it says, in case of emergency, notify, I always put a doctor. Women will never be equal to men until they can walk down the street with a bald head and a beer gut and still think they're sexy. You do not need a parachute to skydive. You need a parachute to skydive twice. I used to be indecisive, but now I'm not so sure. To be sure of hitting a target, shout first and call whatever you hit the target. Going to church does not make you a Christian any more than sitting in a garage makes you a car. You're never too old to learn something stupid. I'm supposed to respect my elders, but it's getting harder and harder to find one now. Well, that's a funny collection of paraprosdokians, if I said it right, a word which itself is a funny thing to say. I would add a couple more to the list because I think they're funny, and they're among my favorites. The first one was uttered by Alice Roosevelt Longworth, who said, "If you haven't anything good to say about somebody, come sit next to me." Here's another. Be kind to your children. They'll choose your rest home. Finally, here's one I've come to appreciate. Housework won't kill you, but why take the chance? The best part about paraprosdokians? Every one of them would look great on a t-shirt.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.